Hello and welcome to my ever messy art studio. My name is Keeks and today I'm going to try something that I've never done before. I am going to try to do a master study, but I'm not going to do it with a regular medium. Not with a regular medium that I usually use anyway. I'm going to instead do it in oil pastels, which I am not super familiar with. Haven't really played with them since I was a child, and the last time I tested them, I found them to be a bit oily. Hence the name. So I am going to attempt to do the Starry Night master study, and my goal is to try and see more if I like pastels or not. Now that I'm expecting these to be super juicy and, to have all of that oil all over them, I am hoping that I can get over that and just use them. So I'm gonna see how it goes. And one of the reasons I chose this is because there's a lot of different mark making in here, and I've been really into mark making lately. The other reason why I chose this one is actually because I really just want to get used to using pastels and learn how to blend. And this is such a beautiful picture. I feel like everybody always loves this picture, and even though it's something that's overdone, I feel like the best way to learn is by trying. And I really think this is a beautiful piece of work. So I'm gonna try it, and we're just gonna see how it goes. It may be beautiful, it may be a disaster, but we're going to try and see. So at first I honestly thought that I was going to be doing this on a speed run, but I decided not to, just because I ended up thinking that my commentary on it was fine. So at first I actually wasn't talking whenever I was drawing the moon, and it's because I was concentrating on what I was doing. I thought maybe I would, just do it at 10 times speed like I do on some of my other videos, but I really enjoyed doing the process of this painting and decided that I wanted to talk to you guys. So hello, how are you? But yeah, so I decided that I would keep the commentary. And I probably will mostly be quiet for this video just because I'm really trying to study what this looks like. Because I've never really done anything like this before. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna try put some white around the moon first. Or what is this? This is Naples yellow. I'm gonna use some of this, but I think I also need some white. If you hear sounds in the background, right now there's actually a storm happening. Which is kind of making recording this a little interesting. So, okay, here's a white. And it's already got a little bit of blue in it, which is fine. I'm just gonna draw like a circle around this because it seems like there's white or something there. So I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out what that texture is. And it's almost like something like this color is over top of it. Something kind of like that, and then it almost goes out a bit. And then is met by patchy blues. So we need some blue that hopefully kind of greens it a bit. Let's see. Got a lot of different blues here. I'm gonna use a lighter blue and see. Ooh, this could be a good blue. I'm gonna see what happens. See if we can get a green. It's not really greening. Maybe we can cheat. We're gonna cheat a little bit. didn't say this would be a good master study. I just want to put that out there. Let's try a green. We're gonna try this green and see if we can. I don't think that's the right kind of color at all. Oh no. Okay. Well, we got some green in there, so now let's go with some blue. I'm gonna do a dark blue first. Maybe if I put some blue around this, it'll help it not look like that. And then there's more of like a royal blue almost over top of it, it looks like. Oh, God. This is gonna be stunningly awful, I can already tell. Okay. Well, we've got one thing done. So now we need to do, it looks like some more white and yellow again. So we've got another star here. And this star is almost like white mixed with Naples yellow in a way. Something kind of dirty about it. Maybe we'll put a little bit of orange in the middle. Ooh, that's one of those gross ones. Okay, so we got that. And then, yep, I'm saying it, it's gross. Sorry. Okay, anyway. We're gonna go around it. Ugh, I was hoping it wouldn't be so dirty. Ooh, oh no. Okay. Let's get messy. I think I'm going to, because I used that weird, like almost greeny teal color in there, I'm gonna put a little bit of that, like a hint of it. Kind of tie it together. And then we need that kind of royally blue again. Here's this one. Just to kind of break it up a little bit. Okay. And then there's a third star up here. So we're gonna get that one. So this one doesn't have as much white in it. So I'm just gonna do this and then add some more of that orange in there again. Like that. And then we'll do our Naples again. Just kind of make it a little bit bigger so that we can kind of do this. I keep forgetting to dash it. Like I'm having a problem remembering to do these dashies. Let's see here. And then we need our blues. So we got this dark blue here, and then we've got this guy here. And then, oh man, so it almost looks like whatever the greener color is that they were mixing together is almost like spread between here. Plus we've got to worry about this big wind thing. Okay. And then we've also got the city to worry about too. And there's kind of like a yellow and a blue like wave going over the city. I don't know if I left enough room for the city. Oh no. Okay, so let's try. I think I'm gonna take this yellow here and do something kind of like that, I guess. And then just skate it. This is not going to be right at all, but I just want to try it. It's going to be messy. There's kind of like a hump here, so that's what I'm trying to do with that. And then we're gonna get some like blue in there. Like that, and then maybe we'll get some of this like green in here just to kind of add that color back in there for fun, because it's not right, but it's my version doing it and I'm having fun with it. All right, then, so we've now got like a separation of where the sky is. I wonder if I put like a little bit of like white over top of it, if it like breaks it up a little bit more. It's not really what I was thinking that would look like. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Got that there. Let's see here. So looks like we need a black. So I definitely see like a black fading into blue. So if I go here like that, and then grab like blue for that to turn into, and then there's another mountain somehow. Like, how does all this fit in here? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then there's another mountain that kind of goes like that. And then there's like a couple of mountains over here that you can kind of see back behind this big building. Should I go ahead and block in my castle maybe? Or whatever this is. I think it's a castle. So I'm gonna go like that. Because like in a weird way it almost looks like fire too. Not really sure what he was going for there, but I mean, it's cool looking. I don't know. Ran out of room. It's okay. Some artist somewhere is watching this and is like, what are you doing? I can only imagine how wonderful this looks. But I'm having fun with it. Okay, so it kind of looks like there might be like dark ground, like green in the background of this. I don't know why I keep seeing greens. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna put like a bit of a scruffy green in the background of it. And then I'm gonna go over it with like a darker color. But I feel like I see a green in there, which I was not expecting to see, but did. So I'm going with it. If I'm learning anything from this, it's that I'm colorblind, apparently. I don't know anything about color theory. But I'm having fun with this. Okay, let's try. Let's do like this charcoal flavor. What's this? What color are you? Charcoal! It's perfect. Okay. I said charcoal-y color. Guess what? It is charcoal. So I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, see, it's kind of doing that. That's what's in the picture. I see that. Okay. It's kind of like what I've learned is called an underpainting, which is where like they paint a color under it and then go over it with something, and then it's supposed to kind of give you an essence of that color. only recently learned like what underpaintings were called. I've seen people do it before, I just didn't know what it was called. It's really funny. I must, like, sometimes I always wonder if I just sound like a noob at art. I'm not a noob at art, I promise. I just learned my own way, you know what I mean? Which there's nothing wrong with that. I just, sometimes I say stuff and I'm like, what? Alright, so now we've got that. Our flaming castle. Looks pretty good. Okay. I really want to try and get, maybe if I smudge some of this, because I really want more of the blue in there with it. I don't know, maybe it looks better without smudging. I don't know, I'm just going for it. Smudge. Okay. And then, oh, here's some more around here. Smudge up a bit. And then maybe we can put a little bit more blue in there. So I just feel like it's lacking something. It's kind of hard to tell because these colors are like weird and hard. Not weird, they're just hard to get that like artsy, I don't care look, I guess. Maybe this is what happened when he was doing it. He was just like, I'm just gonna keep adding stuff because I don't know what's going on here. That's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, so I've got that there. Now this first, should I do like the sky first? I'm really, here's what's happening. I'm avoiding the sky because I don't know what to do with it. Okay. So I'm seeing like a wave of cloud back there. So before I add more stars, I think I need to add that. But it looks like there's a brown under it almost. So I'm gonna kind of sketch it with brown. And just sort of like lightly color it in. Like I'm trying really hard to like look for colors here that I wouldn't expect. Okay, and then it starts to kind of swoop up and spin into itself. Like that. And then it almost kind of like whooshes here. And then curls again. Something kind of like that. It's just weird. I see tan in it. I see it. Okay. I'm gonna try to go over that with some blue now because there is some light blue in there. Maybe we'll do a different light blue. Let's do this one. There's like all kinds of weird ass colors in here. We're going for it. When I say that, I'm not being insulting to a master. I think this is beautiful and I think it's one of a kind. I'm just trying to talk it out to myself, I guess. I don't even know if I'm doing like a voiceover for this or if you'll actually get to hear me talk to myself. I don't know, but we'll find out. Okay, so I've got that, and then we need some white. So there's definitely some white and yellow in that. Where did I put the white? Where did I put it? Are you white? No, but you're close enough. I'm not sure where I put the white. You might even be able to see it on camera and maybe I just can't see it. We're gonna use this guy. This is close enough. This is cold green. It's not green. See what I mean? I'm colorblind. This does not look green to me. This looks like, I guess it's supposed to be like a green tone gray, but it's almost like a lavender toned gray to me. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just use this stuff. Let's see. Where is that white? Aha, here it is. Okay. Trying to make this look like wind. Like that. And then we need some of this yellow in here, I think. Okay. And then I'm seeing a lot of blacks and blues in that sky. So maybe what I'm gonna do is do black and then do blue over the black. I just gotta be careful because I don't wanna mix it with this black over here. Let's see what that looks like. We'll use this as our testing ground. Something like that, and then go with that dark blue over it, yeah. And then some of this light blue. I don't know, it's weird I see black under there, but I don't know how it got there. Okay, we'll just go with it. This is fine. Where'd the black go again? Hello. Okay, so hopefully I'm staying mostly in focus. I just realized that might not have been. Sorry about that. Sometimes when you're concentrating, you just don't think about it. And like when I sat down, everything was focused. It's just kind of hard to tell sometimes. Okay, so I got that there. And then I want the really dark blue to go over that. Like that. And then I need that lighter blue. Where did it, oh, here it is. Okay. Now we've got more stars to think about. So, ooh, I'm getting little pieces of color pigment everywhere. Wow, our pastel is so messy. Okay. Oh wait. The stars, hold on, the stars. Crap. I just said that to myself too, damn it. All right, star. And we had this one, I think. Yeah. This kind of weird color around it. And then dark blue, light blue, like that. So we need this to be in the foreground, like that. Okay. I'm just laughing at how this looks. I mean, it's interesting. I definitely feel like I'm learning from it, but I don't know if it's convincing me that pastels are for me. But I'm trying really hard to like them. Because, I mean, they are making some interesting textures. I do like that. My gosh, I feel like later I'm gonna have to fix it the crap out of this. Let's see. Okay. So we've got some stars. Let's try, there's supposed to be a big star over here. And we want this one. This one. And then this one. Okay, and then we get our black in here. Our blue. And our light blue. Like that. Okay, and then there's like a small star over here. It's kind of behind there, so we're just gonna give it like a little halo of the colors. And then we're just gonna black around it. Blue it. And then we will light blue it. Okay. And then we're gonna have to be kind of careful here to think about what we're doing, because we don't want it to get mixed into our castle. Like, we don't want to be confused about what is castle and what is not. So we're gonna let this blue talk for us. There we go. Keep the peace. Too, just because it is in the original. Some little yellow streaky streaks. There we go. And then we do need a couple more stars, so we're gonna go here, 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 and here. Now I'm not really following the reference anymore for the sky. Just because I didn't leave myself enough room. We'll leave that one a little bit more yellowy. Maybe put a little bit white in that one. There we go. And then we've got this dark blue. And then we have, where's our light blue? Here it is. Light blue. Now we gotta do our black. Again, being careful because the castle is right up in our way. Some color in between there. Okay, and then we're gonna pop our light blue. And a bit of yellow streaks. Give it something fun to play with, like that. And then now we got like mountains and cities and stuff. So I see a lot of black in this. So I think these are meant to be like further away. And then mixed with like a royal blue. A paler blue. Let me do this. Like that. What am I gonna do? Because I've gotten so close here. Now let's color in these other mountains and then we'll deal with it. Where'd the black go? Black, hello. Okay, so with this, I'm just gonna go like that. Color that in. And I think I'm gonna add more black to this because I want it to really stand out, and it's not really standing out to me. Ooh. We are getting some cool streaks though. Maybe we could use that to our advantage to really make this building look interesting. Yeah, I think that green underneath was a good idea because we're getting some cool streaks there. Okay, so we got that. And then we have these like little houses. I don't know if this is gonna go very well, but we're gonna try to just put some little squares. And then I guess we're gonna try to color them in. These are just gonna be like essence of whatever's going on here. Because they don't look right, which is fine. Got a lot of pigment stuck in there. Oh, it's because there's a rope there. That's why. Okay. So then we need this black again. And there's kind of these like weird rolling hills here. There's like weird rolling hills. And those are pretty blue as well. They also have a bit of turquoise in them. So we're gonna go like this. And that turquoise is gonna be what separates those, I guess. And I think I'm just gonna mimic that over here too. So let's see, to do that I did black. And then I did this one. And then you did this one. Something kind of like that. I want to do something with this wind because I feel like you can't really quite grasp that it's wind. I don't know what to do to it though. Add some other colors to it, I guess, maybe. It just doesn't really have the right kind of curl to it. I mean, yeah, I think that pretty much does it. So give me a few and I'm just gonna go and affixative this because I have a feeling it's gonna definitely need it. All right, so I have sprayed this with affixative, a lot of affixative, and it will have to sit overnight. But this is how it ended up turning out. And I just have what my master study was, the date, And I also add that these are in my Paul Rubens Oil Pastels. I kind of wish I didn't write it at the top here and just would have left it alone. But, you know, live and let learn. This is a sketchbook. Oh well. So yeah, this is my master study, and maybe you played along. If so, what did you use? And how did yours turn out? I would love to see how yours turned out. You know, I definitely don't think mine's perfect. It's very, very novice, but I had a lot of fun making it, and I think that's pretty much the purpose. I think my favorite part ended up being these scratching marks in the building, because I like that the green really showed through. And I also kind of like these weird shapes that were kind of supposed to be buildings, because this is supposed to be that one little church, and then there's supposed to be little houses there. And even though I didn't know what I was doing, I kind of like those shapes. I do wish that my stars and my moon would blend together a little bit better, but whatever. So, if you made it with me this far, thank you so much. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you'd like to subscribe, I'd love that as well. And if you could give me a like, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and I hope you guys had fun. Bye!